What's going on, folks, and welcome into this week's edition of A Third and Long here on Sports Tree. I'm Connor Roundtree. I'm jacked up to be here, and we have a fun game to break down on Thursday Night Football. We'll start with the Thursday Night Football breakdown. We'll move into the Sunday slate, break down every single game on Sunday with just some betting nuggets. And then we'll get out of here with a trivia question so you guys can get in to win a pair of NFL tickets or CFL tickets to see any team you'd like to see play live. But we're going to start this with Thursday Night Football, and there's a few stats that are just so counterintuitive going into this game. You have the Dallas Cowboys at home this season. They've won every single game at home by 20 points. All 5 home games that they played this year, they've won by 20 points, becoming the first team in NFL history to achieve that stat. That's absurd. However, if you look deeper into this Cowboys team, they're one of 4 teams in the NFL that has not beaten a team with a winning record. The Titans, Giants, Patriots, and Cowboys are the only 4 teams in the NFL that have yet to beat a team with a winning record. Seattle is 6-5. They have that winning record, so maybe Dallas can get some credibility tonight. However, Seattle is in a tailspin. They are not playing well right now. Over the last 4 weeks, they are averaging a paltry 15.25 points per game. That's not it. That's not going to keep up with the Cowboys team that leads the NFL, averaging over 30 points scored per game. Yes, the Seahawks defense they're good. They are good. However, they're falling to pieces a little bit. They've allowed 5 touchdown passes across the last 3 weeks, and they've allowed touchdown passes in 5 consecutive games. And now you're taking on Dak Prescott, who has thrown multiple touchdown passes in 5 consecutive weeks. That's just not a great matchup. So I like Dak to cook in this one. And then I like Geno Smith to go under 230.5 yards. He has thrown for under 180 yards in 2 out of his last 4 starts. And he's taking on a Dallas secondary that's allowing just 167 yards per game. The Cowboys have won their last 3 and 5 out of their last 6. Well, this Seahawks team is on a skid. They've lost 2 straight. I like the Cowboys to win this game. Now, if we talk about value, the best bets of the night, Geno Smith coming under 230.5 pass yards. That's one of our best bets. Michael Gallup to go up over 15.5 receiving yards. His line is just 15.5. Dak Prescott connected with over 10 different targets last week. He's going to be able to spread the ball out against this secondary of the Seahawks. So I like Gallup to at least get to 20 yards. I have him down for about 25 yards. So you got a good 10-yard cushion there for Michael Gallup. So make sure you take that Gallup over, the Geno Smith under, and then I like Dak Prescott to throw 2 touchdown passes. His line is just 1.5 touchdowns. You parlay that with him to go up over 250 yards, and you got yourself an even money bet. So those are your best looks for Thursday Night Football. I like the Cowboys to go out and get the job done. However, I don't know if they win this one by 20. Again, they've just been beating up on inferior opponents. Yes, the Seahawks team is in a bit of a tailspin, as we've alluded to throughout this show, but they still have a decent defense. It's the Cowboys. It's Geno Smith. It's prime time. Anything can happen. I like the Cowboys to win this game, but I'm not playing the spread. I'm playing the Dak Prescott prop. I'm playing the Geno Smith prop, and I'm playing the Michael Gallup prop. Those are your 3 best bets for Thursday Night Football. Moving into Sunday slate now, we have a boring one to start. It's the Colts, it's the Titans, and I think I have to favor the Colts in this one just because of how bad the Titans have been. However, I'm not going to be playing this game. If you're interested in the over and under in that one, I won't be playing that either. The total opened up at 41.5. It's now to 42.5. And that's just not a money-making spot for me, so that's an avoid. Chargers at Patriots. Now, I feel like a lot of people are going to be flooding the Chargers on this one. 66% chance to win outright. Dash 270. This is a parlay building spot for a lot of people, but avoid it. Don't put this into any parlays. The Patriots are going to be at home. How much more can they take? How much more before Bill Belichick gets up and rips the shit out of everyone around them? And this Chargers team is not mentally tough. This team blows leads left and right. I wouldn't even be comfortable if the Chargers went up 20 points in this game. I think they'd still blow the lead like they did against Jacksonville in the playoffs. Give me the Patriots as an underdog spot at plus 220 in that one, just because eventually it has to end. Eventually, something needs to happen. The Detroit Lions taking on the New Orleans Saints. Derek Carr has thrown for over 300 yards in 4 out of his last 6 starts. This Saints team could cause problems. They're at home. But this Lions team is good. This is a stay away spot for me, but could be a great football game to watch. Falcons at Jets. Give me the under. Yeah, the under opened up at 35.5. It's floating right around 34 to 36. I don't see points being scored. The East Coast is supposed to get nailed by terrible weather this week. This game is in New York. It's in the Meadowlands. It's outside. Atlanta, pretty good defense, bad offense. Jets, great defense, terrible offense. Give me the under in that one pretty confidently as well. Arizona visiting the Pittsburgh Steelers. I love the Pittsburgh Steelers to go out, cover this spread. I love them to win this outright in every single parlay spot of the weekend. The Steelers are one of my best bets of the weekend. They're at home. Mike Tomlin finds a way to win at home no matter what's happening. Kenny Pickett looked like an all-star last weekend. They fired Matt Canada, and now they look amazing. I wonder if there's a correlation there. Their offense is now clicking. Their defense looks great. They're at home. They're taking on a Cardinals team that just sucks. Give me the Pittsburgh Steelers. Carolina Panthers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Give me the Buccaneers. They're at home. And the Panthers are bad. They really are that bad. They fired Frank Wright. I don't care who their coach is this week. I don't think it's going to make a difference. Give me Baker and the Bucs. Carolina has the third worst turnover percentage in the entire NFL, and they're averaging just 15.7 points per game this season. That's just... And they haven't scored more than 15 points in 5 consecutive games. There's just no way they're going to beat Tampa Bay in Tampa Bay. Miami Dolphins at Washington Commanders. Save some breath here. Take the Dolphins. Yeah, just take the Dolphins. The Commanders are on a losing skid. They're awful. The Dolphins, well, we know what they can do. Broncos at Texans. I actually think this could be a cheeky good game. This is a stay away spot for me. I think this could be a very fun game. The total opened up at 44.5. It's all the way up to 47.5. So that tells you that people are thinking, hey, CJ Stroud, he could go out and torch this Denver Broncos defense. And Russell Wilson, he's back? Question mark. He's back. Wrong burgundy. We'll see what happens. Cleveland Browns at Los Angeles Rams. Another stay away spot for me. I don't like this matchup. I can see both defenses just dominating, so maybe towards the under here. But, yeah, this is another stay away spot for me. San Francisco and the Philadelphia Eagles. Give me the 49ers at -145. Yes, this game's in Philly, but I just think that this 49ers team is different. Let's watch this game. Let's have some fun. Give me the 49ers. And then Sunday Night Football on NBC. The Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Green Bay Packers in Green Bay. Jordan Love he made me look dumb last week. I came onto this show last week and absolutely ripped Jordan Love to pieces before that American Thanksgiving matchup, and he looked like Aaron Rodgers against the Lions. That was a tough one. I don't think history repeats itself. I think the Kansas City Chiefs are going to be pissed. They need to win this game as well. So go out, slap around the Packers, get the job done, take the Chiefs. All right, folks, as for your trivia question on this week's edition of Third and Long, we're going to keep this one really easy for you. It doesn't get much easier than this. We talked about how the Dallas Cowboys made history earlier in this show. Who is the only team to win their first 5 home games of an NFL season by 20 or more points? Which NFL franchise is the only franchise to accomplish that feat? We literally talked about it earlier in the show. I just said their name. This one doesn't get much easier, folks. I'm Connor Roundtree. Enjoy the football.